All right, welcome people. This is 2024 10 short guitar pieces. The first one, it's just a short one. It's like 6 seconds long. So let's watch him do it. That kind of neat bend there. Pretty close. All right, next one now. This is kind of a spooky sounding one. It's called St. James Infirmary Blues, and I went and looked it up, and nobody really knows who wrote the thing. And so anyway, I just took 2 short pieces out of it, and here's the first. Spooky? Maybe. And then the second piece I pulled out of the St. James song, we're going to watch him do it here in just a second. But one thing I want to draw your attention to, something to notice, and that there's this thing where you pick a note, but then you just snap your next finger down ahead of it. So it's just there's 2 notes, but the idea is that they're sort of coupled together pretty quick. And so in this next clip then, the second half of it, you'll see he does about 4 of them in a row, and it just adds kind of a neat sort of texture to the sound. All right, here goes. Okay, moving on. Now this next one, it's kind of a nice sounding one. You know, not really my thing, but I like to do them for the video just to kind of get practice at that sort of stuff. And so he doesn't use a pick when he plays this one, and it's kind of short, so he'll do it twice. And so go ahead and check it out. Okay, here we go. Okay, next one. This one is pretty neat because I get to use my pinky. And truth is, I neglect my pinky when I play just because the other 3 fingers are so much stronger and more agile. Okay, here we go. Kind of a neat ending there too. Alright, moving on, here we go. So this one, he calls it a blues shuffle, and we're going to watch him do it here in just a second. But I just want to give you a little heads up on what to look for. And he includes these things called turnarounds. They're just like little pieces that hook together 2 longer pieces, and I think they help move it on to the second piece too. And so here are 4 examples of the turnarounds he's going to use. Alright, just little pieces like that, you'll see them. Alright, here we go. Kind of messy. Okay, next one. This one is from one of the early bad boys of rock guitar back in the 50s. His name was Link Wray, and this was way before metal or even hard rock, I think. But what he figured out was if you kind of bang on these top 2 or 3 strings there, you can just knock out some really kind of cool, just basic rock rhythms, you know. So for example, just like that. And so here's a modern guy doing one of Lee Gray's pieces. Alright, so you may have noticed that he did this thing, it's kind of like a... He did a little different variation of it, but the idea is that you it's kind of a neat rock sound where you just take one finger on one string and slide it down, come off it, and then hit it again. And so, pretty neat, and so I'm going to try to do that one. Alright, here we go, and I'm going to play with the distortion channel on because that hides the mistakes. And by the way, it ain't just for guys. There's a ton of just great female guitarists out there. If you think you might want to be a bad boy or girl rock guitar, it's not really that hard because you look up these things called power chords, and they're actually easier to play than regular chords because they use less fingers, and sometimes 2 fingers, sometimes just 1 finger. And so, for example, you just bang out some little rhythm like that, and it's just they really are powerful. And I mean, for making rock sounds. Okay, this next one now, it's just plain old fun to play. So let's watch him do it. Here it goes. Okay, last one, number 10. I mean, I think I did 10. I don't know, close enough. So this one's pretty neat because it's freestyle and just has 2 parts. First part is just banging on the E chord. Alright, and the second part then is just I just pick one of those strings and slide it up to about there, hit that note a bunch of times. Okay, so that's the sort of bass line or the starting point. Then I just try to, you know, change one little thing at a time, one little note at a time. And change 2 notes. And change 3, 4, and 5 notes. So I just keep doing that, digging around, looking for things that I like to hear, just add some slides to it. And then just back to the E chord to reset. So that's all for this year, 2024, and then on the way out I just have a little something for you called flat picking. And it's, I mean, I think the flat pickers out there would say, hey man, that's not flat picking. And they're probably right, but I just, I mean, what I got out of flat picking is just 2 things. One is a whole lot of jumping around down here, and the other thing is just play as fast as you can. So we'll see you next year.